大家好，歡迎收睇 Game Play Chair 阿俊，繼續多重人生啊！嗱，上集咧我哋就脫離咗叛變嘅危機啦，咁而家就繼續遊戲啦。首先喺呢度啦，各自傾下先。醫生，你冇乜嘢啊嘛？
Hey, how do you feel after the procedure? I feel relieved. Now that the choice is made, we can get back to doing our jobs and hope for the best. A clear conscience means peace of mind. Whatever comes next, I'm sure you won't regret it.
嗱，醫生我 OK 下，咁我諗科學家應該都 OK 嘅。你最先打，最用係你嘅自己吉。
Hey, how'd it go with the treatment?
Good, I suppose. The trick is not to think about it too much. As for the results, well, we'll have to wait, but I guess it's in the hands of Ally Corp Medical now.
好彩我哋選擇相信阿莉娜啫。
Hey, I'm glad we trusted Lena on this. It's a relief we didn't have to, I have to admit, she did all right.
哦，你妒忌人喎，發覺科學家嚟。礦工咧，你點啊？
So, how do you feel after the procedure?
Well, the cold sweats stopped, but I couldn't sleep at night. Knowing those fuckers are invigilating us, I can almost see them scheming how to make robots out of us. Or worse, just poison us in our sleep with this thing. How can I be sure I wake up tomorrow? What if this is the last day of my life? Just when I thought everything could change.
你唔好諗咁多啦。
Stop. You're being paranoid. You had a different option. You should have chosen it.
唉，我又要處理佢哋啲情緒問題啊，真係大鑊啊！哇，技術員點解你會喺量子計算機度嘅？喂，落兩層先。植物學家同你都喺度。
Come on, man. What good does your sitting alone do? Do I look like I need a nanny? Go to hell.
喂，佢關心你啫，你唔好咁乞人憎啦。植物學家你 OK 啊嘛？
So, how do you feel after the procedure?
I feel much better. Those ghastly headaches are gone. It's amazing what Lena did. I mean, she basically cured us from light years away. Whatever happens, everything will be fine. I just know it.
咁你冇事就好啦。好啦，跟住最難搞嗰個技術員，
All done here.
你唔好走。你啱啱暈咗㗎。
Hey, man. Good to see you back on your feet. Oh, I feel much better, don't worry. Ally Corp Medical's taking good care of me. And when I'm no longer needed, they have a way to put me down quietly now, right?
我係揀咗符合道義嘅方案，唔使犧牲一個冇靈魂嘅軀體啫。即係如果佢培育出嚟嗰個咧係個腦，咁我覺得係接受到嘅。但係如果你培育出嚟嗰個係一個人咧，咁我就唔 OK 啦。
I decided to choose the more ethical way I thought you'd approve.
You traded us over to Ally Corp. How is that ethical? I thought we had urgent work to do. Why don't we just do it?
好啊，你去做嘢啊嚇。哇！但係點解咧？佢哋個 icon 度有把鎖嘅咧？沮喪反叛，因仇恨而扭曲，滿是敵意喎，改變唔到呢個局面。咁跟住礦工咧，神經質咁周圍望，失眠嚴重，冇辦法令佢平靜下，冇得改變。咁可以點啊？唔好諗咁多住，我哋煮咗嘢食先。嗱，好啦，我而家咧就嚟到中和器嘅地方，需要將分身分配到2座中和塔開始輪班先至得喎。咁啊，技術員你過去啦，科學家你過嚟啦， 植物學家，你又過嚟啦。礦工你過埋嚟啦，我哋而家有足夠嘅有機物㗎啦。互動，開啟旅程，因為喺度再耐都冇乜意思㗎啦，係。做咩啊？發生咩事啊？俾人推嘅？旅程3。
Wake up, sleepyhead. Bedtime's over.
我想問發生咗咩事？
What happened? Do you know where you are? Who you are? Do you remember anything? Please. What next? You gonna ask me about my name and role on this mission? Of course I remember. I mean, up to a point. Oh, shit. Oh, my chest. Careful. You took a heavy blow there. Yeah, I remember the technician, but why? Did he attack me? Yes. Apparently, some of us were unable to come to terms with your decisions. Looks like they'd been planning this for some time. Repairing the tour vehicle while you weren't watching, filling it up with stolen supplies, and then, when the time came, the technician just knocked you down, and they took off into the desert.
哦，真係好喎，攞埋我哋啲物資走，攞咗我邊啲物資啊？喂
Took off with our supplies, and you just stood and watched? No, I was busy fighting for your life. That blow caught you off balance. You fell and punctured your helmet. You were suffocating. Luckily, we had some Madrigal in the med bay. Well, at least I thought that would work. But after the injection, you just turned blue and started shaking all over. Of course I did. I'm allergic to Adrical. Yes, well, I know that now. I'll probably need to get tested too when I'm back on Earth. Wait. How did you find out? From someone who knows you best. I called Lena. Of course, it would have been much quicker if the botanist had told me. But I guess he was too busy despairing about our situation in his cabin. You talked to Lena? Yes. Fortunately, all of this happened before we got lost and communications died.
咪住先，你講咩話？而家迷路同失戀，但我哋可以問下究竟講咗啲咩？
Did you tell her about everything that happened here? Why shouldn't I? She wanted to know what's going on, and you were flatlining. There was no time for playing kiddie games. Shit. Yes. Well, I hope you also heard the important part of my story. It happened before we got lost.
咁好啦，究竟點解我哋會迷路嘅呢？
We're lost? The navigation system's down. The storm is everywhere. We've been circling blindly for days. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but frankly, the base is close to breaking down. The storm's been putting it under a lot of pressure, and supplies are at a critical level. It's been quite intense.
你有冇後悔啊？都係冇。我哋想問下有冇好消息好啲？
Is there no good news at all? I mean, we're closer to the finish line, right? We just need to figure out how to get out of the storm. Sure, easy as that. Just so you know, we have been trying. With all the time we've lost, I'd say we're one mistake away from failing the mission and getting stuck here for good. We need to stop drifting aimlessly, pick a direction, and this time, it needs to be a flawless choice.
flawless. I'm glad you see the problem. Okay, so what do we do? I was hoping things would change when you woke up, but I suppose it's gonna take more than that.
唉，真係唔好意思，我哋都唔想。
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I'm not superhuman, you know. How am I supposed to suddenly know what to do? Well, superhuman or not, you're still gonna have to bite the bullet. Bullet? What bullet? What are you talking about? I didn't want to stress you immediately after you woke up, but there is something you should hear. Some messages in the comms room from before we lost contact with Earth. Okay, what's in them? What are you not telling me? Just listen for yourself.
哇！點解咁多嘢都失敗嘅喂？啊，同埋有電話，我哋接咗個電話先。阿加莎，你邊位啊？
This is a message for Jan Dolsky, corporate ID 4672B. My name is Agatha Wilson, and I am the Chief Operating Officer at Ally Corp, your employer. I have received some very unfortunate news about your mission. I do hope you realize it is vital that we speak without delay, so as to clear up any possible misunderstandings. Otherwise, the board will have to qualify your actions as purposefully subversive. I cannot keep them hoping it is not the case for much longer. Please don't let me down, and get back to me immediately.
咩啊？炒喎而家？咦 ，Lucas 喎？
What the fuck, Jan? What the fuck? They know everything. The board. But I thought we were... I thought we had each other's backs. That is some deep, deep shit you got Maxwell into. Do you even realize what you've done? Stabbing him in the back like that? Without any warning after everything he's done for you? Me? This is my last call. They've decided to cut me off. I won't be able to talk to anyone, do anything. Not until someone comes for me. All I do is sit here in this tin can and wait. Well done, bro. You know, I thought you'd have the guts to face me, but no. At least... I hope at least you don't fuck things up with Rubidium. And that you bring enough for those bastards to share with others. But... maybe I'm naive to think you care about such things.
黐線嘅喂！我幫你揾咗3個翻嚟，你而家鬧我喎？你鬧？
Jan, I called and... shit. One of those altars of yours picked up. I know you're recovering from a fight or something? I don't know much more. He was unnerving. This is strange. Look, I know I promised to keep your altars a secret, but I talked to Vin. Dr. Paulson, the colleague I told you, was helping me out with those implants for you. And he convinced me that it would be a big, big mistake not to tell anybody. Out there, it might seem like you're making the right decisions, but from the outside, I mean, it's not looking good. Is it true that some of them went rogue and sabotaged your mission? I mean, shit. Are they dangerous? Maybe curing them was not such a good idea after all. I don't know. I'm really confused right now.
我唔明點解礦工會背叛我喎？明明我哋咁好。
Find me when you're done with those calls.
唉，你喺廚房，等下先，廚房喺呢度。你想傾啲咩？
Looks like the mess is bigger than I thought. Yes, we've waited long enough for you to come to, but we need decisions fast. What's the plan?
我哋有咩 plan 啊？離開個沙塵暴先至講啦。
Plan is simple. We need to get out of this sandstorm and reach the rendezvous point. I just don't really know how. Not yet. I never thought I'd say it, but I miss the technician. He knew that navigation system inside out.
我哋而家因為領導者，我要攬啲責任上身㗎吓。
He kept challenging me. I failed him, and you're paying the price.
Now's not the time for regrets, Jan. We need to set a direction for the base, and it needs to be right. We can't afford another day of drifting aimlessly in this storm. This is not a joke, Jan. Everything depends on you. The mission, Rapidium, our lives. You've decided to trust the corporation. We implanted their tech in our heads, losing a part of the team in the process. I'd hate to know it was all for nothing.
咁嘅話，我除咗覺得我哋做緊啲正確嘅嘢之外，仲有啲咩揀呢？
I did what I thought was right. Using tabula rasa was not an option, but it looks like doing right by your conscience doesn't always mean doing right by others. I'm sorry. I wish I could have done better. As your captain. No need to blame yourself. Apparently there was no way for you to ever become one. What do you mean? Just take a look at the branchings available in the QC. You can find all sorts of walks of life that you could have taken, but a captain? No. It was never possible. None of us were cut out for that role.
唉，咁真係好，真係唔係我做錯，我係冇咁嘅能力去做呢樣嘢啫。
You're right. It's kind of liberating, knowing that there was simply no way to be good at this. Oh, well, this actually got me thinking about something. What? That code we got from Maxwell to upgrade the QC. His old experiment. He and Lucas used the mind records in a completely different way to manipulate the consciousness of an existing person. You're not really thinking we should try and repeat that. Oh, I agree it could be dangerous, but well, you said it yourself. There might not be another way.
唉，你揾我嚟試，揾我嚟試。
Fine. I'll do it. What's the plan?
It's hard to call it a plan. Just go into the womb, I'll plug you in, load Maxwell's code, and improvise.
Testing on production? Doesn't sound like your standards.
Oh, I had to say goodbye to my standards the moment I woke up in this base.
哇！我哋而家要做實驗品喎，我想講。咁另外咧，佢兩個喺邊啊？喺樓下。傾個偈先啦，植物學家你點啊？唉，你留低都好噶啦。
So, you stayed. I appreciate that. And you're awake, at last. You'd better think of something quick. We're nowhere near finding our way out of this sandstorm.
咁即係點咧？啊，醫生，你嘅方向感點㗎？我想問。
It's a relief to see you stayed. Of course. I'm not afraid of being exposed to the corporation. But I am concerned about the raging storm outside. Nothing's working, Jan. There's no help in sight. Why are we even here?
好啦，唔好諗咁多啦，我哋而家進入去子宮裏面，可唔可以學到啲勁嘅技能？咁啊可以幫助我哋逃離呢個困境。
All right. I'm activating the procedure. Any last words?
Yeah, is it okay to have second thoughts about overriding my power?
喂，好似有啲嘢使咗去喎，係嘛？誒，喂，點解咁嘅？
Is it over?
Hello? Anybody here?
喂，佢哋去咗邊啊？
Base has stopped. I should check outside.
咦，出去啊？出去！出去嘅話咧就氣閘倉。
Ah, shit.
Shit. We're still in the storm. What the hell?
做咩咧？前面好似有人影喎，係嘛？插曲。發現到啲咩啊？
Hey, someone's there.
喂，假㗎！
Wait. Am I losing my mind? Damn it.
我覺得係發夢。
What was that?
有 BB 喊聲。
Hey, is that a baby? What's going on here? I recognize this.
我哋係咪要重溫我哋嘅人生啊？似喎，我諗沿路跑就啱㗎啦，係。
You're no good. You hear that? No good! Filthy creep!
前面呢有部巴士，但係點解我哋嘅人生竟然會喺個沙漠度咧？誒，頭先嗰邊有嘢又睇唔切添，前面有啲光，藍色嘅。
No matter what I do, you're gone.
Maybe you should have run faster.
What the hell?
你邊位啊？
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I am you, Jan. Just different.
咁我哋發緊夢？
Is this a dream?
No, Jan. You just woke up. Remember?
我知，咁但係好唔真實喎。
This is not real. It's not really happening, right?
Why would you think it's not happening? Your mind is here. Isn't that real enough? The better question is, why are you here?
我想揾出路咯。
I just wanted to find a way out. I thought that maybe if I changed,
Changed? You can't just start being someone else all of a sudden. Didn't Pops teach you that?
I'm not my father.
Maybe not. But aren't you doing what he did all his life? Waiting for a miracle to happen and change everything.
喂，我哋唔係企喺度等，我哋做咗好多嘢㗎。
That's not true. I wasn't waiting for anything. I took matters into my own hands.
Do you really believe that? That you're the architect of your own fate? What if deciding, making choices was never anything more than just an illusion? It's crossed your mind, hasn't it? Does it really matter what I do, where I go, what I say? Am I the captain of my ship, or does it take its own course regardless of what I do?
我覺得應該要揀第二個啦。
My choices are real. My alters are proof of that.
哦，即係話佢同我講嘅嘢係一模一樣嘅喎，點知我想講咩啊？
Wait, how?
How do you know what I'm going to say? Cut it out.
Cut it out.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. But you haven't been listening carefully. I told you, I'm you. It breaks my heart to see you so absorbed in that whole what if business. Using your alters to revisit problems you couldn't solve. You've been very busy. But still, instead of moving forward, you end up here, stuck in your past. How is that?
I know now that I could have been there for her. If I had taken a different path.
She's gone, Jan. She always was. There was never anything you could have done.
講緊係佢阿媽，可能一直都好介懷阿媽。
Where's he gone?
已經唔喺度。
This is crazy.
唉，但係有啲嘢發生咗，後悔又有咩用咧
Lena, is that you?
Was a mistake. Why didn't you fight for us? We weren't meant for each other. I tried.
What is going on with me?
It's over.
過唔到去喎，喂！
Don't go. Wait.
I guess you two just weren't meant to be together.
你清晰咗好多啦，終於
Lena,
又係你。
you again? Come here to make fun of my failures.
Not my fault you're caught up in their loop. In that big round base of yours.
我要向前看啊！
I'm moving forward.
Yes. To stop short on the wrong side of a precipice. Can't you see that you never were good enough for her? Her parents were mad at her when she dumped that law student for you. The unemployed miner son with no prospects. And you wanted to impress them with what? A house with a garden, a steady job, and a corporation? Is that why you were so afraid of losing that house and going abroad with her? Because you knew her parents wouldn't respect you? Just look at your alters. Don't you think any one of them would impress her more than the average warring Yandolski?
嗱，我一定唔會揀第一個，我驚會對個故事後續有影響，所以只可以揀第二個嘅啫。
She fell in love with the person I was, not with who I could have been.
Love. Such a big word. Was it real love, though? Can you even tell what's real? How many times did you wonder that maybe you're not the original Jan? That there had to be someone else, a version of you who actually deserved to live, to be loved. Because he always knew what to do, because he never made mistakes. Maybe that way he was worthy of his father's love.
黐黐地嘅，呢個世界邊有人唔會犯錯嘅啫？
What a ridiculous thought.
No more ridiculous than the other thoughts you've had about yourself. I'm just saying what you're thinking.
好，繼續。又唔知要跑去邊啊？今次見到嘅會唔會係自己啊？其實。 咁快有嘢睇？
Please, don't go! What the fuck? No!
好核突咯！咁多嚟嘅喂
Where are you going?
跟住啲羊行，唔使諗咁多啦。
Hey, you.
佢等翻我嚟喎，好搞笑喎！行得行得，哎呀，但係啲羊仔唔見晒啦喂！哇！
You can do it!
You're not cut out to be a leader.
啱啱最尾嗰兩個石像係咪科學家？
Run faster!
Help me!
哇！呢嚿嘢咁恐怖嘅，
I need air! Help me!
我係咪要撳呢個啊？唔係喎。 冇掣撳嘅喎，哎有啦有。
This is your captain! Open the door! Please!
Captain, I can't. I can't help you. I'm sorry.
They were dead before you got to them.
咁點解會剩低我呢？
Why did I survive, not any one of them? Someone had to. All this time, and I still don't understand what happened. I'm sure you have some smart theories up your sleeve. Go ahead. Hit me.
我覺得呢個係 Maxwell 嘅計劃咯。
Maybe Maxwell did it. He's got more control over these missions than anybody. And why would he kill everybody but you? Maybe he knew there was rupidium here. And he wanted someone to get stranded with it. To have no choice but to make their altars. And I was the best choice because he thought it would be easiest to manipulate a simple builder? Really? You believe that? You see, I think that deep down, you know what happened. The answers were always there, in front of you. But instead of piecing them together, you preferred to look away. What answers? What are you talking about? You know there was an oxygen leak during the landing. You got that information. And you also know what the quantum computer is, how it operates, what its main purpose is.
就係要將個 Rupidium 帶返地球啊！
To bring back rupidium. At all costs. That's right. Its role is to ensure the success of the mission no matter what. And it looks like in the face of an emergency, it had to do just that. There was only enough oxygen for one person to survive. And the QC had to calculate the probability, as it always does, who should receive that life-saving breath. No judgment, no reading tea leaves, just pure data analysis to give the answer to one simple question. Who had the biggest chances of completing the mission? And it was... Yes. The math pointed to you. How do you know all this? Because you know it. You always did. But you were so focused on your mistakes.
咁冇計嘅喎，我哋實在太多嘢要做。我諗我可以揀第二個會好啲嘅。
Because I feel that I can learn from them. And figuring out how to avoid bad choices. What is a bad choice, really? You feel you could have made a lot of different decisions in your life, but without those choices, good or bad, you wouldn't be who you are. The person with the best chance to pull it off. Maybe it's not you who needs to change, but your perspective. Mistakes can have good consequences too, you know.
呢個佢哋係指分身啊！
And they're not mistakes anymore, are they? My point exactly. Still, I lost a part of my team. Conflicts can open new, unexpected paths. What do you mean? Find and follow your disobedient side. You've spent a lot of time on this planet escaping the sun, facing the darkness. Maybe it's time you started looking through the darkness and notice the light. The light? What light?
有咩光啊？呢個終於醒啦！
Strange.
我可以控制自己，我以為要等佢哋講嘢喎，但係冇嘢講。有，我啱啱瞓醒啦。
Looks like I'm back. It does. And you're cognizant. You've been shaking on that bed for an hour. I was honestly worried about the choice of settings I applied in that program.
No. I think you did everything right.
So, did it work? You look the same. Did anything change?
我覺得係冇嘅。
No. I don't think so. It's still me. But at the same time, everything has changed. So, what happened?
我理解咗好多嘢。
I understood things. Things I sort of knew, but my brain kept hidden from me for some reason. It's called the subconscious, Jan. Yeah, I guess it is. So, my subconscious told me that instead of trying to fix my old life, I should try and take something good from what I messed up. It was very comforting. I'm sure it was. Did your subconscious by any chance mention how we could get out of here? Yeah. We should look for the rebels. The rebels. Do you really believe they're still alive?
我覺得佢哋一定唔會咁易死咯。佢部車話好安全㗎嘛。
If there's anybody who can make it through this storm, it's the technician. Well, that vehicle is definitely more maneuverable than our base. He said something about noticing the light. That make any sense to you? The light? Seriously? We risk everything to alter your mind, and all you come back with is a cliched epiphany about following the light? Doesn't the tur emit any light? Well, probably. But in case you haven't noticed, there's a sandstorm raging outside. We'd never be able to see anything, even if we had the most high-end... Wait a minute. What? Tell me. Low-frequency electromagnetic waves detection. Oh, now you're confusing me. That could be it. Yeah, the navigation system. It can be switched into an auxiliary mode, tracing any interferences in electromagnetic wavelength. And that means if there was a source of artificial light somewhere nearby, the sensors could be able to locate it. And follow it. Right. If the technician really did find a way through the storm, and the tur vehicle is not too far away, it could be worth a try. Your subconscious might actually be a genius. Well, you never doubted that, did you?
哎呀，好搞笑啊！黐線，等下先，我哋獲得咗新嘅視覺喎，對過去嘅選擇進行咗深刻嘅自我反省，領悟到，與其追求完美，不如就接受嗰啲令我哋後悔嘅決定。啊，咁其實啱嘅，做錯咗唔緊要，吸收教訓，去做好啲。呢個真係好難先可以做到啊！我想講。咁而家點啊？要調整個導航系統喎，但係我哋好多嘢壞喎。我想講，導航系統係咪應該要去量子計算機咧？但係量子計算機佢又有嘢壞喎。我諗我哋應該要趁而家整翻好啲嘢先，趁時間唔會扣啊！哇，冇嘢食添喎，可唔可以嗌人過去整嘢食啊？又唔得喎，冇得整定先咯。咁唔好理啦，我首先咧就要將啲壞咗嘅嘢整翻好佢先。費事完成咗呢個過場之後咧，我再去整就嘥時間。導航系統，喺呢度真係執行。
Out of the storm. I don't want to be disproportionately enthusiastic, but it seems like our idea worked. Our idea? Yes. We brainstormed, didn't we? Sure. Shouldn't it be here? The exploration vehicle? We're close to the rendezvous point. It can't be far.
咁即係點啊？我要揾翻佢出嚟啊！好啦，嚟到第三幕，哇！呢度好奇怪喎。好似好多樹咁樣嘅喎。第61日，回家之路。我諗我哋要揾佢哋傾一傾偈先，但係佢哋喺邊？ 得呢度，植物學家，最後一段旅程啦。
So,
Finally，
this is it. The last stretch. How are you doing?
I'm pretty excited and anxious. I mean, you know, this is what I've been waiting for. Going back to Earth, being closer to Lena. We're so close. I need to focus.
非常之正面嚇。咁跟住咧，我就，
I should look for
醫生
the
醫生
rebels.
醫生，唔好走啊，傾個偈先啦，大佬啊。
We're going back home soon. Any thoughts? It's been a ride. And we're all heading back to the place we were running away from. Every one of us for a different reason. At least that's what should be happening. We should all be going back.
好，跟住咧就係科學家，科學家喺上面。咁你咧？咦，我哋可以問下個信號喎。
I was wondering, aren't we getting any signal from the tour vehicle?
We are, but it's ambiguous and very faint. It seems to be close by, but I'm unable to establish its exact location. So, you'll need to find it on your own.
唉，咁好啦，我去揾啦。
Fine. I'll take a look around.
Good. We don't really know why we were lured here.
Lured? You don't mean...
Look, it's the technician we're talking about. An unstable, frustrated, resentful version of us. Whatever survival strategy he's boiled up, we'd better have a heads up. The only way to guarantee that is to locate that vehicle. Maybe they left some analog tracks? Just be careful.
唔通佢會有陷阱咩，大佬啊？好，我哋而家咧安排下佢哋做嘢先。冇食材喎，得糊糊可以食啫喎，而家食住糊糊先啦。植物學家去整嘢，阿醫生你去廚房，咁科學家你繼續研究啊。好。 跟住，咦？我哋好似有電話喎，係咪咧？接咗個電話先。又係你啊，加莎，要匯報喎。
Hello? This is Jan Dolsky.
Jan, you're alive. Well, thank goodness. We'd lost hope completely. Now, let's get you out of there. I want a full rundown of the situation.
There was a sandstorm and all kinds of trouble. But I'm back online, and I think I'm finally at my destination. Are you in charge of the rescue now?
Yes, I am. Dr. Maxwell will not be a problem anymore. He's been discharged from his duties with immediate effect.
What about Lucas?
Mr. Pena displayed a reprehensible lack of loyalty to his employer, and he will suffer the consequences. For the time being, we've cut all communications with his station. A replacement is on the way. Of course, he'd been Maxwell's close associate for a long time. We could have predicted that if one goes astray, the other would follow. In a way, I can imagine how dealing with both of them might have had a seductive effect on you. But personally, I have to say it breaks my heart that you let them pull you into that lunacy.
哇！你好似講到咧，我同你好熟咁樣喎。咁同埋咧，嗱佢又救咗我哋，又保住咗 Repetium 嘅喎，幫下佢先。
Maxwell saved my life. And without his help, there'd be no Repetium for you to retrieve.
Let's leave those explanations, feasible or not, for later. The details of your mission will be subject to a thorough investigation, and I'm sure you'll get a chance to speak up for yourself. You should know, however, that Dr. Maxwell was trying to use you and the success of your mission to revive a regrettable procedure.
我都估到佢唔係啲咩好人嚟㗎啦。
Yeah, I suspected as much.
So, I suppose that means he shared some of those pseudo-philosophical ideas of his with you. I'm sure he never told you the truth about why we shut down his hideous experiments.
He and Lucas shared a theory about it.
Let me guess. Was it a heart-wrenching tale of how the corporation didn't acknowledge a true genius?
Can you just tell me your version?
It's not a version. It's what actually happened. Facts easily verifiable, if you ever had the need to do it. Of course, the details of the case have never been disclosed to the public. No wonder. It would make the company look very bad if it ever got out.
So what happened?
One of Maxwell's test subjects, a soldier, ran away from his lab and committed suicide in one of our offices. Although the word suicide doesn't quite give the act proper justice, he basically ripped himself to pieces with his bare hands. People were watching. Security cameras caught it. Otherwise, I would never have believed it.
What? But why?
Exactly. Why? Turns out there was a lot going on in Maxwell's lab we didn't know about. He altered people's minds as if they were machines. Made them switch personalities. Enforced inconsistent memories on them, only to erase them and try again. Every time, the procedure left a trace in those soldiers' minds. Left them more and more confused about who they are. His documentation revealed horrendous things. Records of overlapping flashes from contradictory realities. Nightmares, panic attacks, identity disorders. None of it ever reported by Maxwell. He kept the truth hidden so that he could continue his work, no matter what the cost. Driven by some irrational obsession to enhance the human cognitive system.
都幾毛骨悚然嘅喎，用雙手撕碎自己喎，哇，幾咁瘋狂先做得出。問多少少嘢先。
Wait, so why the hell is he still working for you? Shouldn't he have faced trial for all that?
Of course he should. In a perfect world.
但係呢啲記錄係真定假嘅咧？
Nothing simple, Jan.
佢仲喺度做緊嘢喎。
If you've spent years building a company's reputation, you cannot afford to lose it overnight because of one rogue individual. Trust me. The situation was handled with utmost delicacy. The veterans were placed in mental health institutions, where they received professional help, and their families received fair compensation.
And Maxwell got demoted to mining ops.
Apparently, that was not enough to contain him. Given the first chance, he decided to resurrect his project without permission. With you as his unknowing assistant.
我覺得我唔會幫佢講好説話，佢真係黐線。
That's just sheer madness, and to think he tried to convince me to trust him. I'm so glad I didn't.
He convinced you into enough wrongdoing. Creating those copies of yourself. It is a prohibited act, both by law and the rules of bioethics. But I know you were coaxed to do it. And whatever your true motives, it did help you secure Rapidium. That's why I'm giving you a chance to redeem yourself. Forget about Maxwell. Wipe the slate clean. From now on, you're to follow my instructions closely. Mine and only mine. And we'll have no secrets from each other anymore. Do we have a deal?
Just get me out of here.
Of course. I'll need you to do two things for me. One, construct a beacon for the rescue ship, so that they can locate you precisely.
And two?
Two is a little more complicated. You see, the rescue team cannot find out about your alters, as you call them.
What? Why?
Safety reasons. You know how it is. The more pairs of eyes see them, the more mouths will need to be controlled. And if the public is to be informed about this byproduct of your mission, it is best that it happens by means of an official corporate communication channel. It's enough that your ex-wife knows, and now also Dr. Paulson, it seems.
佢係邊個嚟㗎？我想問。
Paulson. Who is this guy anyway?
One of our top bioengineers. Don't ask me how Lena managed to get him involved in curing those creations of yours.
I never asked for that.
Don't worry. We'll keep them both out of the way during your trial. But trust me, it's better for everyone if no more people find out. So, you'll have to smuggle your alters onto the ship somehow.
How am I supposed to do that?
Remember, the rescue team will be fully committed to retrieving Rapidium. They do not expect to find anyone other than you down there.
Oh?
So all you need to do is be smart about it and use their distraction to your advantage. Fail to fulfill those conditions and I cannot guarantee the safety of your companions.
Seriously?
I've received information about the time of the rescue ship's arrival. They will land just before the sun rises on your planet. So, it will need to be a swift and well-organized boarding procedure. I'll contact you again shortly before they arrive. Start with setting up that beacon. And let's make history together, Jan.
嗱，總之就係我哋而家係要偷渡上船嘅吓。咁跟住咧，佢哋都冇乜嘢特別嘢做噶啦。我哋咧就應該係要出去睇一睇出邊咩環境嘅。哇，好荒涼喎呢度，我都唔知應該要行邊邊好。唉，望一望呢邊先。食物我哋應該係夠嘅而家。哇！你唔好行過嚟啊！
Those rocks, they're shaped like trees. What are they really?
係咯，樹木形狀嘅喂，喂！你又埋嚟！哇！周圍都好多啲咁嘅嘢喎，我想講。喂，仲有邊度有啊？哇，多到咧！舉步艱難喎，發覺呢度。誒，呢度可以掘嘢啦。哇，多度啊！喂，咁玩法冇電㗎咯喎！我出咗嚟一陣啫喎，睇下先。我諗呢邊唔使行啦，係嘛？睇個款呢度都冇嘢㗎啦，有幾棵樹咯。好多會膨脹嘅嘢，呢下係最煩喎。唉，上去先，上去先。跟住咧呢邊我哋起唔想過去，咁就唯有喺呢度打穿佢。過去先，過去先，過去先，我要執嘢，我要執嘢。哇！黐線嘅會死嘅喎，咁樣。冇電嘅話唔掂喎。等下先，嗱，而家我哋跑到嚟呢度，應該要繼續行呢邊嘅。
All done here. Should I help with this now?
落去先。基地維護啊，你過去啦，你過去啦。咦？又唔係喎，行錯路喎，我哋應該仲有位行嘅喎。我要小心嗰啲異常嘅地方。 如果有輻射照到咧，再照多架我哋會死嘅。呢啲真係似樹，我哋係熔岩嚟嘅咧，同埋咧有啲咁樣嘅礦石咁嘅嘢嘅。而家我就跑咗嚟呢度。
That light. I
咦？
need to get there.
呢邊喎有電線添喎，望一望先。呢個方向，我哋應該咧要喺呢邊行。好，我哋已經發現咗佢哋部車嘅位置啦。如果想再探索嘅話咧，我就需要叉一叉電線。咦？有水嘅喂！之前未試過見到有水嘅地形嘅喎。好，過到嚟呢邊咧，我睇下有啲咩可以俾佢哋做啦。金屬冇晒，唔緊要，叉返電我哋再行，向呢個方向行。其實我好想睇下嗰棵樹咧有咩特別。呢邊有個窿可以落去，行唔到嘅嗰個窿。睇咗呢度先。喂，呢度有得作嘢，作我先。得，咁就有資源啦。前面咧就有金屬附雜物。誒？呢度掘頭路嚟嘅喎。咁就嚟呢邊望一望啦。呢度地形同之前相差太多，好特別，好有興趣去周圍探索下喎。而家過嚟呢邊睇睇先。咦？馬上有。咦，咪住先！我頭先行嗰個位置有啲戇居，原來係行呢個位上嚟啊！唔緊要啦。我應該要向邊個方向行啊？後面向呢度？呢度可以落去嘅。
Tire tracks. It must be the tour vehicle.
一定係呢個方向㗎啦。
At least I know which way they went. Detectors and cargo left. Maneuvering here must have been a nightmare.
哇！呢度有一嚿，又有一嚿。哇！你唔好埋嚟啊，大佬！其實開始硬咯，唔可以行得太遠㗎啦，開始。
Looks like someone has already depleted this deposit.
已經有人開採咗。前邊咦？可以裝備護盾咯喎！哇！等等先。哦，信標我哋要製造。研究嗰度咧，而家已經有空位。基地呢度我想研究埋呢個護盾嘅 module 先，呢個好有用。好，咁樣先。佢呢度咧真係零舍麻煩㗎喎，佢有粒嘢喎，唔通我哋可以淨化佢嘅？過唔過去嗰邊好啊？ 照過啦，過啦。其實好近㗎啦，喺嗰邊咋？哎，頂啊！哎，冇啦，唔整啦。6點鐘啦已經。我諗我哋要第二日先至再過嚟。
Could you come see me? We need to talk.
咦，啱啱翻到嚟咧，醫生就話有嘢揾我喎，喺上面。
I hope our friends are safe. People do stupid things out of anger.
Yes, they do. I wouldn't be surprised if they were planning something even more stupid. I hate not knowing what someone is plotting behind my back.
你覺得佢哋喺度搞咩？喂，醫生唔好走啊！你揾我咩事咧？
You wanted to talk. Are you feeling better about your memories? Yeah, almost. I've been thinking about all this. The purpose of my life. I have to say it's not easy, even if you give it time. And there's one thing that could help me feel more grounded. My tattoo. Remember? First thing I noticed when I woke up. I'm really missing it. Do you think there's a way I could recreate it?
吓？咁嘅話，我哋一齊嚟一齊翻講。
Man, I'd love to get me a tattoo as well, but do you seriously think I'd know how to do it? I mean, I'm useless at drawing. Besides, you don't really think we have the proper equipment in here. Come on, Jan. You're being creative about a lot of things in here. And I'm sure some of us know how to draw. It's not just any tattoo. It was part of my identity, and I feel incomplete without it. What was it? Sisyphus. The Greek hero who rolled a stone up a hill over and over again.
我哋可唔可以扮理解佢咧？其實我唔係好識嗰個英雄嘅係。
I can see why you identified with him. Being a medical aid worker in a hunger-stricken region must have been tough. I did identify with him, but for a different reason. You see, my life took the form of repetitive cycles too, just like his. For some time, I felt I was making a great effort rolling that stone up the hill, gaining ground in the everlasting race to become a better man, when suddenly something would always happen to diminish all those efforts. Make me loathe myself again. Drop that stone back to the foot of the hill.
嗱，人生係冇完美嘅，咁我都明白。其實佢喺佢做醫生嘅過程係做咗好多嘢。佢最自責嘅都係嗰句啦，佢俾自己屋企人打尖。咁我覺得揀一個相對有共鳴嘅選項會好啲嘅。
Damn. You're haunted by the same insecurities as the rest of us. You say I should be proud of saving Mom's life. What if I told you there was nothing noble about what I did? What do you mean? One day, out of the blue, Dad just appeared in my office. I was a young doctor then, and we'd been estranged for years. Turned out Mom wasn't feeling well. And since there was a long waiting line to a specialist, he thought he could use my connections. Just like that. You know our parents couldn't afford private health insurance, and going through the public system would take ages. So, Father thought I could sweet talk a senior doctor or two.
咁有咩錯先？即係你為你屋企人為你重要嘅人動用你嘅人脈，又唔係啲咩作奸犯科嘅嘢，人之常情嚟嘅喎。你唔會咁聖人咁樣啊？哎呀，我幫你唔到啊，你慢慢去排啦，咁黐線嘅咩？講出嚟都話你不孝啦，係嘛？咁同埋我想講，原來老豆仲在乎阿媽嘅。
I'm amazed the old man cared for her after all. You know, maybe he thought it would be a good opportunity to order me around again. I didn't become a doctor to make my parents happy. I wanted to follow Edgar's suit. be true to his ideals. He was the one who raised me. I was working for a community hospital, and I promised myself to be unbiased, never to put any patient before another, no matter how unwanted or self-destructive they were. But I broke that promise. I did exactly what I swore I'd never do. I failed them. And I failed myself.
喂，你救咗佢喎。
Are you out of your mind? You saved her life. How can you feel guilty for that? When someone ODs in front of you and you give them a shot of naloxone on time, that's when you saved their life. The doctors who treated her saved her life. All I did was go to dinners and play a few rounds of golf with people whose work ethic I despised. Of course, I was glad she lived, but still, I felt so weak, so worthless. Edgar never said anything, but he was disappointed with me, all right. That's why you went away to the other side of the world? To prove that you were strong? I was confused, and I wanted to feel free from any personal obligations, feelings, judgments. But I fell in love with the mayor's wife. She was the head of the charity organization I worked for. Long story short, I ended up destroying a family and blowing up a respected charity, so there you have it. The walking ideal.
喂，你自己不滿啫，可能其他人好羨慕你都唔頂噶喎，所以你都係一個普通人嚟啫嘛。
Wow. So, you're human after all. Please don't rub it in. Imagine carrying all that guilt inside of you just to learn that the only positive outcome of it all, Mom's life, ain't even true. Just give me my Sisyphus back, okay?
喂，係咪真係會有呢個人先？嗱，睇一睇個任務，究竟佢想我做啲乜嘢啦？純粹係想做個紋身機啫喎，原來係。植物學家咧，喂，你有冇紋身啊？我想問，我自己冇乜興趣去做紋身呢樣嘢喎。
So, the doc wants me to recreate his missing tattoo, but I'm not sure how to go about it. You think you could help? It should portray the Greek hero Sisyphus. Oh, the one who rolled a rock up the hill incessantly. Not bad for a tattoo. I'm not a professional artist, but I wasn't bad at art in school, so I suppose I could give you a simple design. Or maybe the others have more experience in graphic stuff. You could ask around.
好，但我想講咧，問下科學家應該係冇乜用。佢應該係，我醫生又有嘢講。佢應該係幫我哋整部機出嚟嘅啫，最多。喂，有冇掣撳啊？撳唔到一陣先啦。科學家喺廚房，喂，你唔好走，你唔好走。我需要紋身機。
So, the doc wants me to recreate his missing tattoo, but I'm not sure how to go about it. You think you could help? It should portray the Greek hero Sisyphus. You've come to the right man. I took an art course during my post-grad years.
竟然
I think I should be able to come up with a professional composition. But of course, if you want to explore other options, I won't be offended.
哎呀，唔好爭啦！你哋一人攞一張出嚟，俾佢揀咪得咯。喂，阿醫生你去邊啊？好，去咗廚房。已經做好準備啦。咁快嘅喂。
So, I have a tattoo design for you. Oh, really? Can I see it?
我覺得要有藝術性嘅。
Turned out we have some real artists in the base. Check this out. Wow. Oh, that is nice. Even nicer than my old one. Thank you, man. Let's get it done.
啊，好彩啫，佢中意啲有藝術性嘅，簡單嘅可能係火柴人都唔頂喎。我想講，好睇一睇先。我哋係要製作紋身機嘅，其他人嘅情緒都非常之好。咦，咪住先，望一望，好似睇漏咗啲嘢。你睇下礦工羊佢個樣幾慘，你唔走咪唔會咁咯。技術員個樣你睇下，神憎鬼厭啊，簡直就係。好啦，而家9點鐘，我哋整紋身機要唔要好耐咧？個紋身機好似都要整好耐下。好，整到30分瞓覺。現在已經係夜深啦，第62日。嗱，好啦，今集我哋玩到嚟呢度，主線真係有好多嘅進展嘅。咁我哋睇下下集咧，去揾翻嗰2個走失咗嘅人先。我覺得佢哋冇理由就咁走咗去嘅，應該可以嗌翻翻嚟。咁我哋下集再繼續啦。中意嘅朋友記住 like 同埋 share 俾朋友一齊睇。多謝我收睇 ，thank you，拜拜。